Well, we are in for a special treat this morning. She's a legendary voice who's defined generations with decades of hits, countless awards, and a career that's truly one of a kind. Now, Dionne Warwick is taking what she says is her final bow and her last album, Duets. Take a listen to this song featuring Cynthia Erivo. Wow, what a beauty. And Dionne Warwick joins us live in studio with her son, Damon Elliott, who helped bring this project to life. Welcome to California Live.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, this is so incredible. We are so excited to have you here. This is being called your final project. Why did you feel like this was the perfect moment to create one last album?
I don't think I could ever duplicate or do another CD that would be better than what this one is. This is something I think everybody's going to want to have. It has some of the most incredible talent who I'm singing with, artists that everybody knows and appreciate. And I'm not going to give you too much more about it. You're going to have to go out and get it.
Well, from what I've listened to, it is absolutely beautiful. It is so touching. What does it mean to you personally to do this?
It means an awful lot. It means that somebody's listening to me, finally, you know.
I think everyone's been listening to you.
You know, I'm talking about artists, young artists that I call all my babies. And they finally are taking a couple of lessons that they need to take.
We have so many lessons to learn from you. And Damon, this must have been such a meaningful experience for you. We all know, I love going down your Instagram and seeing how much you just adore your mama.
Oh, you on my Instagram, huh? Okay. I got one more follower.
Yes, and this had to have been such a meaningful experience. What was that like for you?
Oh, I mean, words can't express, one, how proud I am of my mom, watching her through the years. And this is very meaningful because I know beyond any doubt this truly is her final album. She looked at me and said, Mom looked at me in the kitchen and said, baby, I'm tired. And I said, Mom, can we do one more? She goes, I'll give you one more, and this is it.
Yeah.
And, you know, having, you know, the great Dionne Warwick as a part of it, our other DW, who I work with on a daily, you know, I think that's also what helped nudge Mom a little bit. I said, Mom, you never had a song really written for you specific from Dionne Warwick. And she goes, you're right. Go get it. And I said, I'll make a project out of it.
And here it is. And there are so many artists, incredible artists that are on this. You have Dionne Warwick, you have Cynthia Erivo, there's so many more. What is it like to have all of these stars celebrate your legacy?
Amazing. It's truly amazing. That first of all, they all said, yes. You know, like,
who wouldn't say no?
Oh, you'd be surprised. But it was so comforting to know that they've been appreciating what I've been doing these past 66 years. And it's time now for me to take a little bit of time for Dionne.
For Dionne, you get all the time in the world. Okay, was your relationship, was there any influence into the creative process of how you brought this album together?
Yeah, I guess I'm the one to blame. So, no, I was sitting in the studio. Like I said, I work with Dionne daily. It's such an honor and a pleasure to work with her. You know, I tell her she's my thorn, because she literally is like my big sister. But I love her to death, and, you know, I call her D-Dub.
Yeah.
And she calls Mom DW. And so one day it just hit me. I said, DW, Dionne Warwick, Dionne Warwick, DWuets, duets.
Yeah.
And I said, Mommy, would you do it? And she said, yes. And so now here we are. So I guess I am to blame.
Yeah, it's a good blame.
But it's a good, I was going to say, that's a good blame.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And you also have a biopic that's going to be around your life. You personally chose Tiana Taylor.
Sure did.
Okay. The resemblance is so wild.
Frightening.
And you say that there are moments where you see yourself in her. What are the similarities?
You know, I'm so happy that she has the wherewithal in which to speak her mind. You know, whatever comes out of her mouth comes out in truth.
Yeah.
And everybody says to me, you have no filter. Right. Well, I don't need a filter. I tell the truth all the time.
Hey, truth is better.
And I say what I mean, you know, and I think I call her my alter ego.
Yeah.
And she is amazing. I'm so enamored with her. I really am.
Well, it's going to be incredible, and to have her perform your songs, I mean, it's going to be so beautiful. What has it been like to see your story come to life?
It's going to be... I'm going to sit there kind of and say, okay, yes and no. You know,
You have
I
final
don't want
say?
anything that's not true.
Yeah.
But I believe that it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. And it's something that everybody now all of a sudden will want to say, oh, I didn't know that. You know, it wasn't, I heard.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're getting
It's
it from the
you.
horse's mouth.
Exactly. Damon, what are you most proud of when it comes to your mom? Everything.
Where do I start, right? I mean, you know, just her legacy. Like, now that we're coming into this time of, you know, her wanting to take a break, I'm just very proud of how great she's been and consistent she's been over these years, because me making an attempt at doing this showbiz thing myself sees how hard it truly is. You know, she warned me and my brother many years ago when we didn't choose to become firemen. Well, he did become a police officer for a minute.
He did.
How difficult it is, you know, and she's just managed to stay exactly who she is, and that's just amazing.
And you,
I'm proud
Mama,
of you,
what do you, oh, those are the sweet, that's what I want to hear.
I said I'm proud of you.
He's proud of you, he's proud of you, and you have so much to be proud of.
Well.
We're so proud of you, and we cannot wait for this biopic, and this song is absolutely, like I said, beautiful, so everyone, you need to go out there and get it and listen to it, wherever you can listen to it. And a reminder, the first single from Duets, titled Ocean in the Desert, is out now, so go take a listen.